Manchester United 2, Newcastle 0, Carabao Cup champions 2023. Paulo here, and he's got this.
See what this is?
What does that say? Show
Treble to be replicated. At least. No, but for real. Minna, today, it was a bit of a shambles. It was a bit of a shambles today. I thought, look, for 25 minutes, we played well. I would say end of the first half, and we said second half, we should expect something because we've been playing well for the last couple games in the second half. We've been second half FC, really, for the last couple games. But 25 minutes, we were really good. Players like Anthony, Casemiro. The defence was good for the whole game, in my opinion. The only part of the team that was good for almost 90 minutes, I would say, is the back four.
That's true. I totally agree with you. But let's talk about Dalot, because he was actually the first person to get subbed off, your Portuguese brother. What do you make of his 45 minutes against St. Maximin in comparison to Wan-Bissaka?
Yeah, no, I think it was a smart substitution, because clearly there was that one time he got spun and we thought, bring on Wan-Bissaka. That's the thing. I feel like every time Dalot plays now and he gets spun once in like 45 minutes, we're going to say bring on Wan-Bissaka. But I think it's slightly unfair to if people continue to do that. But I think he would have struggled with him even more. You can see as soon as Wan-Bissaka came on, St. Maximin was just very minimal in that second half. So I think it was a very smart substitution. Wan-Bissaka with his 1v1 tackling and the interceptions he got in this game were phenomenal. It just shut him off the entire game, Maximin. So instantly there was less of a threat coming down that right-hand side. So I think it was a smart substitution. Dalot was pretty good. I thought he was making some good runs into the box. But he's got to work on that 1v1, in my opinion.
I want to talk about your other fellow Portuguese brother, Bruno Fernandes.
Let's go.
What do you make of his performance? I think he had a good game.
Yeah, I think if it wasn't for the defence, he would be up there with man of the match. But I think, again, he's always a player in this game who has so much influence, especially out of possession. I mean, again, Marcel talked about pressing stats. Very course, Bruno's up there as well. Bruno, the pressing stats are phenomenal. It must be phenomenal for Bruno. I thought that was the last opportunity. He probably should have passed to Sancho there. Would have been an assist for him in this game. He definitely deserved a goal. But I think he had an all-round great game, out of possession, always active out of possession. And he's an engine in midfield. And this season, he's been so versatile, playing on the right, playing in midfield. Big player in this game.
Talking about the midfield, obviously Casemiro with a goal. What do you make of his performance? And, just the fight that he brings to this team? He's
different. Casemiro is different. He's a different player. And when we brought him in, remember Scott McTominay played like 6 games and we were like, Ten Hag's he's not bringing him in, and everyone's like, is he about to take Casemiro's place? Remember everyone was saying that at the beginning. I was thinking, no, he's a Champions League winner. And there was that interview he done at the beginning of the season, and the interviewer said, why did you go to Man United when he was in the Champions League at Madrid? And he said, I've already got 5, innit? I've already got 5 at Madrid, and this is a new challenge for him. And you can see it means everything to him. He's got a Carabao Cup now, treble incoming, and big player. He's always a big player. The physicality, the tackles, interceptions. And he's not just that. He can be a creative player as well. But I think everyone's talking about some of these loose passes. Everyone's saying he does it on purpose because he's that good. He always gets the ball back. But I think sometimes his ball retention can be questioned in some games. But apart from that, he was one of the best players on the pitch.
Talking about the players, obviously, I think it's only fair to give credit to the manager. What do you make of the work that Ten Hag has done in the 6 months, and to be here in February with a trophy in his first 6 months?
I think he's been the best manager in the world so far. He's been the best manager in the world. I mean, when you look at wins and our form this season, I don't see us losing anytime soon. I mean, we can see the goal against Barcelona in both legs, and you think at half-time he's going to talk to them, I'm going to turn up. You see it in every game. Even if we're poor for certain parts of the game, you can see us we're going to get better because Ten Hag is going to put that talk into them. Martinez said it before the game. I don't want to translate what he said at half-time at Barcelona because he was talking some truth in it, and you can see it in his personality. He's never fully satisfied, and I think when you have a manager who's never fully satisfied, and look, he recognises when we do well. You can see it. He's happy. He's celebrating with the players. He's not one of these managers who's constantly ripping them apart without giving them their dues. I think he recognises it, but you need a manager like that who's never fully happy, because then you just get better. All of these players are getting better. Wan-Bissaka, Dalot, these are big players. Last season we were saying we need 2 new right backs. We need Fred, people saying Fred, let Fred go. These are big players who, look, they're still young as well. Wan-Bissaka and Dalot, they're still young, 23, 24 years old, I think. Fred is still a vital player in our system, and same with Weghorst. Everyone's talking about Weghorst, and he's a big talking point right now at Man United because we brought him in to be a number 9 striker. But again, a versatile player in this team who I think is important to Ten Hag's system,
Man of the match?
I would say Rafael Varane. I thought he was phenomenal. The timing of the ground rules, especially in the first half, were phenomenal. His aerial ability, he's just always at the right place at the right time, and that's why you got a good balance between Martinez and Varane. Because I wouldn't say Varane is not a physical player or an aggressive player. He is, but when you got someone like Martinez who's aggressive and also himself has great timing in his duels, Varane is he's that smooth player you can rely at the back to just deal with everything coming his way. So for me, it's Rafael Varane.
Rafael Varane, man of the match, and apparently the treble's incoming.